But on a serious note, y'all, how do y'all feel about y'all trainings? Like, is it making sense to y'all? Are y'all actually understanding how to grow here within the faction and y'all RP experiences? Like, talk to me. I want to hear from um Miss Bocce in the back. I want to hear from Miss Mara. You know, y'all are my back hall warriors, as I like to call y'all. Miss Fun, how you feeling? Like, is everything coming to you pretty well?
It's going good. I just been like asking everybody like for help when I do like if I don't know something, and like just shadowing everything around me, to be honest, so I can learn and know what's going on, to be honest.
Okay. I like that. I know I usually don't have no. You are someone that's usually one to ask, but I be watching y'all, and I see that you learn at a pretty adequate pace as well too. And when you do have confusion, you ask. So I just wanted to make it known that like y'all matter. I heard a green scrub say something the other day that really kind of bothered me a little piece. I don't know who's creating the narratives that y'all don't matter, but that's not nothing that I'm trying to push for the faction. That's nothing that I'm trying to push for you guys that's trying to enjoy y'all experience here. I want everybody to have a good time, and but I also want y'all to properly improve at what y'all doing, and I want to make it enjoyable and fun, even though sometimes we got to do a little something. But I just want to know, like, is it too much for y'all? I guess everybody chilling. Okay, so nobody has nothing on the rank up process. Like, it's 1, 2, 3 ABC for y'all.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't count higher than three.
You know what? We not gonna play with you for tonight, Zaza. Um, okay, on a more positive note, Staff Cinnamon. I know a lot of people been asking me questions like, "Damn, we haven't done one in a while." I did just kind of wanted to speak on the recent events with the overall morale of HP. I know it's been events that's been unraveling with the mass retirements and things of that nature. I know some of you have probably been ridiculed, but I do just want to assure you guys that anybody that y'all see on this stage, especially with jackets on like myself, it should never be any fear when it comes to coming with us. It shouldn't be any fear. You guys should feel comfortable to approach us. Y'all should feel comfortable to ask us what y'all need to do. Y'all should feel comfortable coming to us for anything, really. You know what I'm saying? So I fear all this. Zaza, we ain't got time for the games, Wookie. Like, you ain't scared of nobody up on this stage. So, but no, on a serious note, y'all, we do wanna create that safe place. And I know some of you guys have said things to me as well, but I also want y'all to feel like this with my leadership. I may not be here all the time to address each and every one of y'all individually. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that y'all trust and y'all feel that comfortability, but I want that feeling to be with everybody y'all see on this stage. And I want y'all to be able to trust that y'all won't be misled or that it won't be anything done out of spite or any type of malicious intent. That's really my main thing. What's your question, Omega?
Oh, I think the RPs and stuff are drying out. How do we revive our RP progress?
Okay, so we gonna get into that as soon as I address the lower ranks, because this is really a meeting for them to feel like they have voice and that they to know that me as their faction leader is hearing them and I'm taking it into consideration. And I already personally know this with some of y'all. Like I said, a lot of the lower ranks are very comfortable with approaching me. But like I said, I want y'all the same way y'all feel towards me. I want y'all to feel like that about Hunter. I want y'all to feel like that about Illy. I want y'all to feel like that about Freddie. I want y'all to feel like that about Adele. I want y'all to feel like that, Dawn, all of them. So that's my thing. And since we're all good on that, I guess we can move on to the next topics. Now, topics of concern that I do have for us as a staff. Now, most of y'all in this meeting, it don't even really acquire to y'all if you're not at least a cranberry scrub. So, my backhaul warriors, this not really a conversation to y'all directly, more so with my friends and up. Even with friends, there's been a lot of discrepancies with the trainings. A lot of y'all are either not logging them correctly or it's invalid evidence that's being attached to y'all logins. So when it comes to the trainings, if Des, Don, Freddie is telling y'all something about training, because they are the three core trainers of our facility, they're probably telling you it not to be a B word, but just to make sure that your job doesn't become more strenuous and you're not double logging things or, double doing stuff. So I do want to get better with the logins on the trainings. Um, that's really the only complaint that I personally had. We're gonna be doing a lot more staff sentiment. I know I had said something about that. So staff sentiment will be resuming this week. Actually, tonight at 9:30, we're gonna bring back Guess the Tune. So we are gonna be doing Guess the Tune. Tomorrow we're probably gonna be doing Family Feud. And then we're gonna be doing our weekly game nights every Friday and Saturday. Like so staff sentiment will be returning. And yeah, that's that on that. Training in-house RPs. Now, I know I made an announcement when I first got inducted back into the seat. I haven't done not one demotion yet. I've been announced that these demotions would happen, but I haven't done not one demotion yet. So, demotions are going to be stepped up. I was in the motion of getting all of the units together, but now that we've got all three of the units up and running with blueprints laid out, um, for my trainers, my crayons, my browns, not this week, but the next week, I need to see y'all doing them 3 trainings a week now. I need to see y'all in them logs. That's basically y'all main thing. For GPs, you guys, I'm going to start needing to see y'all do either RP certifications or doing some type of in-house RP. We're going to have us 1 or 2 weekly. I'm going to officialize it on Sunday and we're going to drop an announcement and that'll be the official layout. But it's probably going to be somewhere 1 or 2 a week for y'all. Specialist doctors is most definitely going to be 2. So we definitely do want to get those in-house RPs back and running. For general practitioners, you guys don't have a specialty, so it really shouldn't be hard. You guys can float around and take literally anyone that comes into the ER. So I do want to see our in-house RPs getting back up there. It's no reason that like I should be the only person or my lab co-leaderships when our goals is to help you guys prevail within the faction. And of course, we all love RP. That's what we're here to do. But as chiefs, as DCPs, as APs, our main goal is to help you guys prevail and one day be in the same positions that we are in. You know what I'm saying? So our main focus is things like classes, rank up interviews, rank up tests being supplied to you guys. These are very vital things that play big parts into our factions revolving and the daily operations proceeding the way that they should. So we definitely want to get better with that. I just see Miss Snaps come in. Welcome, Miss Snaps. So we did ask the backhaul warriors, like, how are they feeling? I hate to backtrack, but I do want you to feel included as well, because this meeting is like basically for you guys. I have had my eyes on you for the past couple of days and stuff. I usually see that you're one of the people that's holding it down in the back hall. So how do you personally feel about your job? Like, are you having a good time? Like, are the trainings too like extensive for you? Is it 1, 2, 3 ABC? Do you feel like it's too much? Like, talk to me. I wanna get some input.
No, I'm loving it as of right now. I don't think anything is too much. I know sometimes that back wall can be a little bit hectic. I think only thing I will probably add is more so like security in the back, especially when we have, those people acting out, or even maybe having someone like monitor the med room. Like we always have patients going in there, blocking us from like being able to restock. So I would just say more security around the faction itself, like for the employees, is my main concern. But everything else, as far as the training, has been great. The staff has been great. My mentors have been awesome. So no complaints here.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I appreciate you for giving us some feedback. I know the rest of y'all are like really relatively new, but like I said, I just want all of you guys to feel involved because before you had came in, I was telling them that Green Scrub had said some disturbing stuff to me. Well, they didn't say it to me. They were speaking amongst a friend, and I overheard it, and I didn't like it. And they basically, and they were saying it in a jokey way, but still, like, I understand this is a game, but a lot of y'all take real time out y'all lives to make these classes to do this stuff, and it's kind of an escape for all of us in a certain way. So when y'all show up, I want to show out as y'all leader. And I want y'all to know, especially when I'm seeing y'all consistently on the back hallway, doing y'all ones, doing what y'all need to do, being engaging and active. I really want you guys to feel involved. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't something that was very focused on when I was coming up, especially before this first term. So yes, for sure. Who is she? Wait, wait. You talking about me, Des?
Yeah, like when you first came on, who was
Oh, okay. So when I first came to HP, you talking about
like
like in
years ago?
general?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just gonna say before this time. So when I first came in, um, I came in during the third chief's term. His name was Jasper Stone. I'm pretty sure y'all see his name in the Discord under some of the OG forums that we have. Um, He was very great. He was the first chief actually to do a whole term in the city. So it was great. But I think since HP was also very new, I feel like there was a lot of things that were still being created. And I feel like he did a great job with setting out the blueprint so people like myself and like John Wick could really take it to new levels, and even, Miss Charm. And so yeah, he was the chief when I first came, but the very first chief of this hospital was Bismael Vega. I don't know if y'all have ever seen him out and about or whatever, but he was also a very good Samaritan. But that's a story time for a whole nother day, honestly. Today is about y'all and the future of EMS. But so yeah, those were basically my main topics. I did hear so Miss Snaps, I'm glad you brought that up because the ward unit is gonna be basically circulating around teamwork within the first floor inside of HP, creating support systems and unity within the staff, and also just tightening up on overall professionalism because I'm pretty sure y'all done been down there. Nobody in this room specifically, but I'm pretty sure some of y'all have been down there before and seen people cursing like sailors and probably be thinking to yourself, like, what the HE double hockey stick is going on? Like, for real, for real. This is ghetto. So, all of that is going to be focused on, and you guys will have a way better support system later on. Hi, Miss Jessica. Come in, take a seat.
Okay. Hi. Good evening.
Good evening, gorgeous.
Hey.
Mr. Vodka.
I do want to say, with that, with what Snap said, if you message one of the higher ups and tell them that it's going on, or just message them. The other day, I messaged somebody and was like, "Hey, can we get PD here?" And within like 2 minutes, PD was there.
Yeah, we don't play around for y'all. Like, even if I'm out in the world doing interfaction things, whenever I get messages like that, it's literally just a slash button and a command. And I do understand y'all frustration. I'm glad Chu brought that up because it was a lot of frustration being brought to me by some of my cranberries and my browns when they're feeling like it's not many of us that you see on the stage available for y'all to come to for help. They try to do their ones, they try to be, floor leaders, and they feel as if their PD calls aren't really responded to as adequately as when, let's say, I would call or Illy would call or Dez would call. So, like, that is something that I brought up to the to Chief Benny himself, and we should be getting improvements with that in the near future. Um, so yeah, thank you so much for bringing that up, Chu.
For sure.
Okay, so yeah, that's with the units. I mean that's with the stuff. So the units But yeah, guys. So let me just get into these unit announcements and then the future regarding the field unit, and then all questions for y'all. Nothing else for us. It's Friday. We finna have a good night. We got guest to tune at 9:30, and I'm ready to have a ball. So
Yeah.
so units. I know it's been a lot of white and green scrubs coming up to me. Listen, I love y'all eagerness, but unfortunately with these units having special protocols, and I've worked very hard to get this more RP engaging for you guys, y'all do have to at least be a blue scrub to audition, try out, or be interviewed for these units. Okay. So perfect example, Miss Mara. She came to the tryouts. She is officially on the tactical team, but once she passes her interview Tuesday, she will officially be able to be on her drills, do her stuff. So all of y'all that have interest, I feel like a lot of y'all white scrubs have really been trying to come through lately. So my plan is to push for you guys to be able to be involved in tryouts as well. They might give me a little backlash. I'm not gonna tell none of the lies because y'all are a little relatively more new. And it's kind of questionable, but I do feel like with Mara being there as a white scrub the first time and them getting to see that, I can use that as a valid pull. Like, hey, we had one white scrub here, and I know it's only one white scrub, but she was very diligent. She listened. She didn't step out of line. She asked questions when needed to ask questions. So, this is gonna be a good little piece for me to try and make things bigger for you guys, because I do know the whole 1 week thing sometimes get overstimulating, and the only reason we have that system here, guys, is because we, for one, we are the only friendly faction. For two, we have more outside freedom than any other faction in the city, and three, we only have 9 ranks compared to PD's 13 and Army's 12. So that's why we have that we have here. But that is something that I want to do because I see y'all, like, I'm not gonna lie, I got like 4 messages from between white and green scrubs asking me questions about the units. I know a lot of y'all was sad y'all couldn't go to the tryouts. I'm trying, y'all. And if we keep having these refreshing people come in and really taking this stuff seriously, one thing about me and all my leaders behind me can vouch, like when y'all show me y'all really on beat and y'all on tens and y'all really here for the RP, I'm gonna stick my neck out. Like, I don't mind getting on the angel's nerves. I ain't gonna tell none of the lies. So when y'all showing me y'all interested and y'all engaging, I don't mind being Aggie. I don't. So I really do see y'all. I hear y'all. I want to get y'all involved as soon as possible. But with past events, it's kind of a struggle right now. I ain't gonna tell none of the lies. But the plan is for ultimate involvement with all of y'all. No shade. So do we have any questions regarding the units? Any questions that y'all want to have? Outreach, tactical. I know most of y'all done private message me, and that's why y'all kind of quiet. But anything that y'all just want to say on the front lines while I got my other leadership here with me. Okay, so if it's no more questions here, I think I done discussed all the topics. Adele, I mean I said Adele, Lord Jesus. Hunter, Illy, y'all got anything y'all want to add?
Yeah, I got something I want to add. So this is for all my GPs and specialist doctors. So whenever you all are posting RPs, you post them in the patient case logs, and then you'll forward them over to the correct unit folder. So like, if you're doing something with like a shoulder dislocation, of course you'll forward that over to the orthopedics form. If you're doing something like a COVID test, you'd forward that over to the internal medicine. Every RP that you all do, you do not have to post it in the RP certification log. Just pick an RP that you feel like you've done good in or whatnot, post in the RP certification log so that way Lot can grade it. And then also, I want to add this too. At the end of your RP, if you're scheduling them for a 2-week appointment, please make sure you're getting their ID and logging it in the appointment log. And that's all I got.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, a couple things. So for and even my blue scrubs, as you guys are going to be getting crayon this coming week, and crayons and above, even GPs, SDs, anybody that's doing a training, please log it ASAP. And make sure their name is spelled correctly. We're having a lot of mishaps when it comes to rank up day, where people are forgetting to log their trainings or names are misspelled, so we can't find them. And then we're telling people that they didn't get their training done, but they did. So there's that one. If you are catching anybody that would like to retire, even if they self-retire and remove their own scrubs, please try and get them to type "I want to retire" in the chat. Yes. Check it 2 or 3 times. Look at your screenshot, look at your videos, double check those names, make sure it gets posted for people. But with the retirements, please try and catch them saying "I want to retire" in the chat and still log it in retirement forum. Now that people can self-retire, it has drastically changed our logging and how we're keeping track of retirements for admins. So still try and catch those. Piggybacking off what Light and Hunter has already said, if you are GP, it doesn't matter what unit you are trying to go into. GPs take all walk-ins. So it could be someone for a pregnancy test. It could be someone with the flu. Just type your macros out. Try and do the best you can. Forward it to the appropriate folder, whether it's orthopedics, labor and delivery, internal medicine. And if you're giving them a follow-up, like Hunter said, book those appointments, whether it's they're following up with you or the unit that they just needed to see, or even if you are referring them. I've had a patient that can be referred to nutrition. Always book that appointment after. And last, I have 2 more things. Utilize the folders. So for de-escalation class, we're having a lot of people saying that they didn't know this, but when you get to white coat, you need all 4 categories. So you need chat de-escalator, chat aggressor, verbal de-escalator. You need all 4 to get to your white coat. So just be checking that de-escalation forum, seeing like you can search your name. There's like a little search button. You can type your name and see which ones you've done and still need. Be checking the new hire packet. Like Light said, there's going to be some updates and some changes. So please utilize your folders. We're having so many people say that they didn't know about de-escalation, or they didn't know what they needed, or they didn't know that there was a change in class times. It's always in our folders. And last thing, since that is tonight, please, if you are going on pill drop, let's be professional. It is an interfaction event. So Hunter or I or Adele or someone can be recording this and putting it in our interfaction forum. Like, let's keep dancing to a minimum. Let's keep the joking. Like, we can joke and like be fun, you know, but like, let's just keep unprofessionalism to a minimum. When you ever watch Army do things or PD do things, they're very uniform, very professional. And then when EMS comes, we kind of just, for lack of a better term, just go like off the chain. So like, let's really try and be professional. No arguing, no swearing. Let's keep dancing to a minimum. Let's just be really professional and show like just the utmost respect, and you know that we're professional and we're there. So I just want everybody to remain intact on pill drops, especially since we're going tonight. That's all I had.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, did the APs have anything they wanted to add, but they just kind of got knocked off. So, do you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns before I get to the good stuff, like the major announcements for tonight?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
How you gonna say no, ma'am? How you know nobody else want to say something? How you know nobody else ain't got?
Okay, hold on, Cotton. Hold on. We gonna go to Omega, then we gonna go to Cotton. What's up, Omega?
So when does outreach start? Like trying to get some people into their in. When does outreach start?
Outreach, you just have to watch out for the announcements. We do the meetings as they come. Right now, we have very specific protocols to do them. The paid in full leader has rescheduled like 3 times, so that's who you're supposed to go for first. But obviously, we're going to be finding other members, so just stay on the lookout on Discord for announcements regarding that, and that's basically that. Okay. Do we have any other questions, comments, or concerns?
Please, if you have anything, this is our time to speak up. No shame, no like getting in trouble. Concerns, if you have concerns, if you have anything to say.
Speak freely, per se,
Yes.
but not too freely. Not too freely.
Y'all don't want me to speak
Oh no.
freely. Will you say,
Oh
Omega?
no. Yeah, give Light a minute. I think she's like relogging or something like that. She'll be back in a minute. Give us a minute. Thank you for your
I have
time.
something to say.
Yeah. What do you need to say?
Well, don't laugh, but I really wanted to know, when did the Medfield become the ops? Like, we can't get anything done without people boxing us in, trying to shoot us. Like, we can't even do CPRs anymore.
It's been a
Yeah.
problem since last
Yeah.
chief. I understand there's a lot of like there's a disconnect. There's a lot of dissonance between us us and gang members, and I understand that could cause us friction,
Yeah,
but we're
and that
trying to make sure.
the outreach unit will be setting up meetings with the leaders of each gang, and then our leaders of the outreach unit with Miss Light. They'll be conducting meetings where we're going to try and bridge that gap so people aren't dying on the field as much. So that's what that outreach unit is for. They're really going to try and get that in order.
That's why it's very important.
All right, guys. So, do we have any more questions regarding that? All right, because I've been, listen, we've been building up heightened drama the whole week. I've been talking to my GPs and my specialist G. And it's just about that time for it tonight. So, without further ado, as you guys know, Dr. Freddie is now a DCP, and as he told you guys in the last meeting when he was AP, that he has bigger obligations and he has other things that he has to do. So even though the tactical unit is his baby, he is now the official overseer of that unit, and he will no longer be leading that unit. So what does that mean? There's a new opportunity on the horizon for one of you lucky up and coming people. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and announce the official tactical unit leader. So the official tactical unit leader moving forward will be Miss Certified Queen. Congratulations, hon.
Woo!
Congrats, boo.
Yeah.
Go Queen! I see you, girl.
Period.
Okay.
Finally, yeah.
So Miss
Finally, we have
Certified
someone.
Queen will now be responsible for leading tactical tryouts. She will be initiating you guys with things such as drills, workshops, any type of RP engagement to enhance you within these tryouts or within the units. She will also be working very closely with myself and Dr. Freddie to help announce these quadrants that will be announced on Sunday. So congratulations, dear. You've been doing your biggest one. A pleasure. I feel like you are organically a great individual. I see how you connect with your peers, how you connect with the lower ranking staff. I feel like you have come a long way on your own personal RP journey when it's come to de-escalation and things of concerns that I voiced to you. So this is really full circle. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Go ahead,
Queen.
girl. You got the floor. You can make you a little speech, and then we gonna move on to the ward unit leader, and we gonna tie this on up. So you can go ahead and make your announcement speech.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I can't wait to work with you guys and get this team rolling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now I know everyone has been looking at that ward as well too. Like Miss Amaya Snap said, we got to get some better coordination. And I know she used the word security, but that's what it kind of is. Like, we're all family. I want you guys to feel secure. And even though we won't probably be doing actual secure things, and it'll be focusing more on helping you guys with y'all professionalism, pulling you guys to the side when they're seeing that you're flustered in situations. Just being that person for you guys that y'all feel like I am. But see, I'm chat for everybody, and I feel like I've been building up a lot of you guys very well. I've watched you guys proficiently, especially my GPs and my specialists, right? I've watched y'all proficiently for at least 6 weeks now, and I feel like a lot of you have blossomed very gorgeously. And this individual, I just like how they correlate themselves. I feel like they're a very real person. um I feel like on a professional tip, they will do what's right, and they will ask questions if they ever get any confusion or anything of that nature. And I personally have a different respect for this individual because they were one of the only people to personally come to me and voice some dissatisfactions that they had with how I was leading my faction. And that's a very applaudable thing, in my opinion. So without further ado, the official ward unit leader will be moving forward. It will be Mr. Salty Money. Congratulations, Mr. Salty Money.
Okay, Salty.
Go,
Hey,
dude.
Okay. So Salty Money, you can come up to the stage, make your announcement there. I just want to say before you say what you say, I'm personally super proud of you. I felt like in an era where everything, I'm gonna just get a little organic with y'all real quick. In an era where everything was just really turning to turmoil within the faction, I feel like you were one of the only people to come address me and voice yourself, even in a respectful way, but with also showing the passion of discontentment. I feel like that is a very big asset that you need to have as a leader. I will never look down on none of y'all for coming at me or even questioning how I'm doing certain leadership things. But I do appreciate directive addressment like I give all of y'all when y'all have y'all issues. So I feel like you're gonna make a great leader and I feel like this position is gonna sculpt you for truly aspiring things in the future. You could go ahead and take the podium.
I just want to say thank you all. Since I've started, I've always tried to cement myself as somebody who anybody could come talk to. I've never looked down on anybody. I've never judged anybody. I've always tried to help every scrub from paramedic to whoever needed me. And it just means a lot because I'm a generally really good person. And oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Take a breather. You got it. Take a deep breath in,
Hey,
out.
hey, this is a happy moment, Salty. You've earned this, dear. And I know these are tears of good emotion, but you have earned this, dear. Like I am truly grateful for you staying here and sticking it out. And I usually I'm a very strict person, but when it comes to other people, I'm usually very concealed with how I move with things just because I know everyone isn't as bold and as outspoken and just very like free spirited as I am. But this young man has literally came up in an era where there was a lot of mess going on. And he had genuine bonds with people that were not seeing eye to eye with leadership. He stood in the face of dismay and he stood his ground and he didn't need a pack of people to do it and realized it was a correction and not an attack. He gracefully picked up his slack and kept going. So I feel like this is probably one of the most organic appointments that we've had in a while. Like you deserve this and I'm gonna give you your second to get it together because like I said, I know this is an overwhelming emotional good thing for you. But that really broke me to hear you just break down like that because I've had personal conversations with you. So I know how things are a little bit on the back end just for how you deal with things. But this is your moment, sweetie. Take your podium, say your speech, and you earned this.
Okay. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, I always want people to feel like they could come talk to me because growing up, I was bullied by everybody, by my family, by teachers, by everybody. So I've always tried to make sure that everybody knows that somebody is listening to them, and I just want all of you to know that if you ever need to talk, I'm always here. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you again, man.
Yeah, I think he's
Congratulations.
getting a little choked up. We gon' bear with him. I really don't even think he was expecting it, to be honest. But take your time, sweetie. Get yourself together.
You got this, Salty.
So there it is, guys. Y'all new leaders, certified queen and Salty Money. They will be at the forefront of some very groundbreaking units that are gonna do wonderful things for this faction. I ask that you guys show them the same respect that you show my DCPs, my APs, and myself. Because even though they are specialist doctors, they are taking very big roles within this faction. They will be devoting a lot of their real time that they can be doing with other stuff in their lives to help you guys proceed and make RP fun for y'all. So please give them that same respect. And yeah, that's all I really got to say. Y'all can have a seat. I appreciate both of y'all. Very well deserved. And I'm finna make this last announcement and then we gonna wrap this John on up, y'all. So with that being said, I do have my tactical unit leader here, Dr. Irving. I mean, not tactical, my outreach unit leader here behind me, Dr. Irvin Nugan, and I just want to say you've been doing great things, Mr. Nugan, and like I was saying before, when the whole lineup first was lined up, if push came to shove, all my unit leaders are next in line for great things. As you all know, we are missing one attending physician spot. And I just want to say, Dr. Irvin, congratulations. You will be filling that spot. And we appreciate everything that you have done for the faction. And you will now be the official overseer of the outreach unit instead of the lead. So you're still going to have the creative control. You're still going to work very close with me. But just like for Freddie and Carter, the people that are next up are next up. And, so I will be in conversations with you over the next week over some potential. And I do want you to take a look. Be observative this week while you are in game, while you are doing things. Pay attention to these GPs and specialists. Look at who you see are interacting with people, who keeps good level heads, who have that same professionalism that you've always, engaged with and enticed. Because the outreach unit specifically, like this is big. Like the ward and the tactical is big too, but the outreach, it's so many specific protocols, you know what I'm saying? And we got to make sure that one of our hungry up and coming specialists or GPs are ready for this. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations, Irvin. You will be taking the final attending physician spot. And I think tonight was a night for the night. Can't y'all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh yeah, we turned tonight. Clock it. But yeah, guys, I ain't gonna lie. The meeting, I was only supposed to have y'all in here for 30 minutes. We done carried on and carried on. It's about damn time for game night, y'all.